Action.
This is Thelonious Coltrane.
And I'm Moonchild.
And we're from Baltimore.
And
we're on the Davoxdmv. Infinite rhyme syndicate, mics and instrument, ethereal lyrical eminence. They rhyme tentative, hide in they tenements. There's a war going on outside, no rappers safe from actors yapping their gums about clapping and guns. Y'all words deserve a muzzle. You couldn't rap your way out of an already solved crossword puzzle. Intense vintage intent, invent the dope shit. Focus, potent, explosive, antidote to the corrosive. They quote this ambidextrous hope shit, talking textures and lectures to wreck shit. All I need out of life is dope balls and a mic. Not a rapper quite as nice, wordplay a doomsday device, pen advice, poetry my best friend, but hip-hop's my wife, nigga. What I write, nigga, musically supreme, elusively serene, kind of like Roy Ayers, clear sound on the keys. Hands up, yo, we ain't down with none of that shit. Hands up, yo, we ain't down with none of that shit. Hands up, yo, we ain't down with none of that shit. Hands up, yo, we ain't down with none of what. The lyricist, no comparing this. Spit builds like pyramids, meta modes, controls, uphold the scrolls. Lyrical Ashikawan save you for souls hearing this. Indeed, vicious breathe scriptures with ease. Spirits of jazz musicians in our diction will be spitting is in the tradition as MCs loud. Stand on the now, freestyle spread like fouls flowing the now. Was a wild child criminal raised on the boom bap and bootleg serials. Verses profound, analyzing, strategizing the style based on record crates and cassette tapes that would pop in your speaker box. They equal to the ether equinox. Hold the mic like a prayer. Send these rhymes out there like mantras. Modern boogie monsters under the stairs, hoping the real head still got ears. While mediocrity rises, real MCs survive this. The live is hip hop, we still here. Hands up, yo, we ain't down with none of that shit. Hands up, yo, we ain't down with none of that shit. Hands up, yo, we ain't down with none of what. Hands up, yo, we ain't down with none of that shit. Hands up, yo, we ain't down with none of that shit. Hands up, yo, we ain't down with none of that shit. Hands up, yo, we ain't down with none of what.
You gotta keep going the whole thing.
My name is Thelonious Coltrane. MC.
And I'm from the moon.
Space is the place. Earth is just a visit.
I agree.
Personally, my passion is to poetically merge the kinship in the musical DNA that is hip-hop and jazz. To have a family reunion of those two musical forms, those life forms, both musically and lyrically.
My passion is creating and creating with other people so that those people will create with other people and just spreading the creativity all around.
I remember one day, a very important day in my life actually, a pivotal moment where things turned. I was a freshman at Coppin State University in Baltimore. I think it was maybe after
probably in the middle of the verses. Coming home for break and being just a little distraught, like trying to figure out, how do you do this adult thing and try to follow things that you're passionate about and be creative, but everyone's just kind of forcing you to be like, you gotta do what you gotta do, and what you gotta do ain't what you want to do. I remember my mother just telling me, like, you can actually do what you want to do. Like, you actually can do that. And I was just like, oh wow, for real? It's like my mother told me that I could pursue whatever dream or whatever passion that I wanted to. I think that's a rare and beautiful thing for a parent to do that. I try to do the same thing with this one here. How about you?
I will never stop following my dreams because I don't have a choice. For me, is do what I want to do in life or don't do life. If anybody else has to make that choice, I just say the choice is obviously do whatever you need to do. Break any bridges that you need to break and create any bridges that you need to create to be able to get to where you want to be.
The world kind of tries to teach us that being an adult and being an artist aren't necessarily compatible, but sometimes when the world tries to teach children to be something else, really they should be nurturing them for who they are.
My favorite food is macaroni and cheese because who doesn't like macaroni and cheese? Lactose intolerant people like macaroni and cheese. Macaroni and cheese is superior.
Mine is a little typical. I love chicken and watermelon like a real nigger. And when I was in the womb, my mother ate a whole lot of watermelon and corn on the cob. Always loved those.
The message that I have for the world is be you. No matter what nobody says. I don't care if Keisha come down the block through hair and she said you should get the bob and you want the long hair. You get the long hair because you need to be you.
Let your light shine, especially when it's dark. And hip hop is light. Don't wait